this is scary. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but there's a theory going around. It's more like a religious theory. I saw a TikTok video where a preacher was talking and he spoke about something very interesting idea. What if God is actually water? Think about it for us.
What if water is God?
Then that would mean God is both in us and all around us. That God is both above and below us. Why a woman's water breaks when we're born.
But there's more. We often say that God is everything. Well, if that's true, then everything around us would be what? Water. There's water in the air even though we can't see it. There's water inside you, inside me, and in every living thing. Now consider places where water is scarce, like deserts or wastelands. What do you usually find there? Death, because of the lack of water, and it's scorching, like hell. Here's something else. In the Bible, when Jesus was tempted by the devil, where was he? In the desert. He was searching for water.
Alafia. My name is Oshun. On this channel, we uncover the creepiest, most unusual haunted TikToks the internet has to offer for entertainment purposes. Please do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe to the Soul Tribe for your weekly dose of supernatural, coming to you every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursdays. Y'all are my Soul Tribe. Tribe is with the Y, because the Y is for you, because I love you so freaking much. We reached over 5,000 subscribers, y'all. And sorry I couldn't say nothing in my previous video because those were previously recorded. So technically, this is my first video since I've been back home. Everything went well, better than expected. And anyway, life is great, life is good, and it's only getting better. Let me know in the comments where you are from, and let me know in the comments what your area code is. Me, Pittsburgh, 412, live in Tampa, 813. Let's get into this video. Did you know that setting aside as little as $300 from each paycheck into a max-funded IUL instead of a 401k can give you $610,000 tax-free money and will provide you with $60,000 a year tax-free in retirement? Comment IUL below if you want more information. If you're open to being a financial professional licensed in your state, please send me an email at essence@tenaciouscashflowacademy.com.
Watch his eyes. Watch his eyes. Watch his eyes.
That was real freaky, how the eyes was literally like just following you. I didn't see it following him from the side, but once he got like almost right in front of it and then kept going, those eyes was following him. But it also looked like that was the way it was constructed. I don't know how they made it do that, but that was amazing. I like that. And then our first video, honey, shout out Billy Carson. He is the man. If you don't know, you better Google him, research him, find out, watch his videos. But anyway, I never thought about that. What if water is God, or God is water, or however you want to say it? That's pretty crazy, because water is everywhere in everything around us, in us. almost everything that's made has some type of water in it. That's pretty decent. What do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? I will say, I personally talk to my water before I consume it. You should too. Speak positive affirmations into your water, but also make sure you drink the whole thing. If you do that, and then also pay respect to natural bodies of water like oceans, rivers, creeks that are natural, not man-made. And you'll thank me later. Next video.
Conspiracy theory my ass, okay? Beyonce has a motherfucking clone, and I got proof. It's on camera. Now, before y'all even see this next clip, I just kind of want to explain to y'all what's going on. So, if you've seen the Grammys, Fantasia did a Tina Turner tribute in there. She did a performance for Tina Turner tribute. And during this performance, a little segment of the performance, she ends up saying how she needs a lady from the audience who doesn't mind moving their hips, right? So she goes and you'll see her dance with one lady, and then she goes and she's going up to Beyonce and she's trying to dance with Beyonce. Now they pan the camera off of Beyonce while she's supposed to be dancing with Fantasia, and then all of a sudden they bring the camera back. Now watch very closely Beyonce after they bring the camera back. Just watch her mannerisms.
I need to find a pretty lady that doesn't mind moving her hips. What about you? Dad, I need a pretty lady. You. One more. One more. You. Now I need everybody in this building.
Now you can't pay me $1 million to believe that that's a real person, and the real Beyonce at that. First of all, a lot of pictures are going viral saying how Beyonce doesn't look the same. She doesn't look herself. It's looking like she's aging. You know, some people were blaming it on the aging. Some people were saying that she was bleaching her skin because Beyonce at the Grammys was very much so lighter than we remember Beyonce originally being. So if you just watch the Super Bowl, you would also see the difference in the two Beyoncés that we have been seeing. And I don't think that a commercial that she did, where in a scene in the commercial there was like a robotic her with her face, and then there was her right next to her and looking like a double of her, a clone, a stunt double, all these different things. Yeah, I don't think that was a coincidence at all. You can't tell me in that video that, for one, that Beyonce was clapping on beat. That is Beyonce. Why did she have a hat on that was so low you could barely see her face to begin with, and she was seeming to move in a robotic type of vibe? How she was looking down and clapping all off fucking beat. And everybody else that's around in the industry and in Hollywood, they already know what's up. They already know what's up with the cloning. They already know what's up with the, you know what I'm saying, the secrets that you have when you're in these higher societies and amongst these higher stature beings with all this fucking money. They already know what it is to be in that industry. So, of course, they're not going to make a big deal like, oh my God, that's a clone, that's a clone. No, hell no, they're not going to do that, because Jay-Z's in the motherfucking building. And yeah, that nigga going, what? You gonna be dead, or your mama gonna be dead by tomorrow fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? The type of witchery and trickery they be on, you know, and it's not necessarily evil. It's just that they are in tune with powers that we don't know of, and they do use our ignorance against us in a lot of ways. And this new technology that they've been inventing with all these celebrities having clones, and it's real life shit, y'all. The AI, all that stuff is real. It's really real. The
But every time they'll call out for them, the kids wouldn't hear them. The grandpa was pretty much saying is because the duende had them like in another like spiritual like realm where it was like protecting them from like everything in the forest and shit.
Because you got to think about it. They landed in the Amazon jungle, Mike. Tarantulas, anacondas, bro.
You tell me there's not a big cat in there that wants to eat those little
There's
motherfuckers?
even jaguar shit like that's what I'm saying. But they didn't. Crazy. That was super interesting. When I heard this story, I was just like, bro, what is that?
That's so
Is
wild.
that God? And even like their mom, she died in the plane crash. Damn.
Well, that's beautiful. I hate to be so ignorant, but I never heard that story before. I never heard about the kids getting stranded in the forest, the plane crash, and then surviving 40 days in the forest in the Amazon. That's amazing. And very, very, very cool. And I'm happy that they were protected by the duendes. So yeah, they were basically in a trance the whole time, if that is the case. And yeah, being protected. But that was not my sister Beyonce. I don't know who that was. That was not Beyonce with Fantasia. Okay. She more than likely said, F those awards and go ahead and send lookalike Shorty Doo-Wop to the show, because I ain't going. That was not her talking about, bitch, who was that? That was not my boo, okay, at all. Anyway, GTFOH, Johnny Bravo was 17 years old. Never knew that. You learn something new every day. Because with the F, 17, man, I got so many questions. I guess, 17, okay, yeah, we always doing little stuff we probably definitely ain't have no business doing. Personally, I had a freaking 1.5-year-old, almost 2-year-old when I was 17. If he wasn't on, actually he was 2 when I was 17. So, it makes sense. Next video. And if y'all don't like my popping, stop watching me. It's like, no, I don't know. That's just who I am. I get excited and I get the popping. And then, I'm from the hood. It's a little ratchet, very classy though, okay? So don't get it confused. Very professional as well. Thank you. Next video.
Took me 32 years to realize why the mailman kissed Goofy.
Do this housework in half the time it takes your mother. Not enough hours in a day, she says. Huh. A little efficient organization, I says. Organization, son. That's the secret. No waste motion. Why, any man that can run a business can, help, man! Friendly, cuss.
I've read every fucking theory on how they built those pyramids. The Great Pyramid of Giza has 2,300,000 stones in it. Some of them they weigh between 2 and 80 tons. Some of them are cut from a quarry that's hundreds of miles away. These things point, that pyramid is shaped perfectly. Like, if you fucked up like a 1/4 inch there, a 1/2 inch here, by the time you get to the top, that thing's a mess. But meanwhile, it's not. It's perfect. It's also perfectly aligned to true north, south, east, and west. And they're not really sure how old it is. They think they date it to 2,500 BC. But that's just because of organic particles that they pulled from inside stones. But they also say that they probably could have sealed those stones and resealed those stones over time. You're dealing with like a gigantic mystery of unfathomable proportion.
So the pyramids are crazy, right? We all know this. But did you know, like, the actual facts about them? Like, you know that the pyramids line up perfectly with the Orion's belt, right? The Orion's belt is just a star constellation containing 3 supergiant stars, much bigger and brighter than the sun. You just cannot tell me that is a coincidence. It's too perfect. Another one is that the altitude of, like, the pyramids is the same number as the speed of light. If that isn't something exceptional to you, then I don't know what is. Some ancient drawings even have depictions of light bulbs. So obviously there's several theories on how they were actually built. Some say it was giants. And then the argument against that is, wouldn't we have found their bones by now? Some say it was some form of extraterrestrials. And then another theory is simply that they were far more advanced back then. But, like, think deeply. How do you actually think that they built such grotesque infrastructure it's such an interesting topic. Do you think that with all the knowledge and machinery and tools and all that, that we could replicate something similar?
I have a theory. What if life as we know it is one giant loop? As you see in a video, is of it zooming out from the earth into the universe and the galaxies and everything like that. And we know that the smallest particle is an atom. So what if when you're zooming out, you're really zooming in? Because you're just one big, large body. But when you break you down to your cells on a molecular level, you just get this reality again. Look at this video. Like, isn't that what it looks like when they show the body? Like, look, watch this next part when they get out. Look at that. Nerves. Does that not look like nerves? How is that our universe? It is us. We are the universe, literally.
Yes, we are the universe, each and every single one of us, and all is mental. Okay. And honey, Goofy baby mama was effing on the milkman. That's why Goofy got kissed by the milkman. Never knew that as a child. Shouldn't have known that as a child. Damn sure know that as an adult though. And then Cardi B and Selena definitely favor each other. I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere down the line they was related. Belcalis loves her some Selena, okay? And then pyramids always will and forever be, if not the biggest mystery to mankind. If not the biggest one, at least one of the biggest mysteries of mankind. I don't think anyone is going to ever solve it either. So, keep trying though. Next video.
Truth behind Monster energy drinks.
Closely. There's a gap right here in the letter M. It's never connected. And look at it this way. Even if the M was not the issue, you cannot deny that that is a cross. And what is witchcraft? When the cross goes upside down, bottoms up, and the devil laughs. Something to think about.
Oh my gosh. What?
The United States just caught Poseidon on camera and don't want you to know. Eric Shin was flying a private jet to Hawaii when he saw something truly shocking. After an 11-hour flight, he dropped off his guest on Oahu and decided to fly around the rest of the islands to enjoy the beautiful view. As he passed the first island, he watched as the gentle ocean waves crashed rhythmically into the shoreline. After flying for another 30 minutes, he noticed a smaller island and veered off course towards it. He had no idea the discovery he was about to uncover. As he approached the island, he noticed movement in the water below him. He dropped altitude to get a better view, and what he saw is unbelievable. He saw a man holding a trident riding a dolphin through the water. Various sea creatures followed the man as he effortlessly glided through the waves. Astonished, Eric turned on his jet's camera and watched as the man dived into the water and never resurfaced. Unfortunately, the footage is highly sensitive and cannot be posted on TikTok. If you would like to see the video, press this icon, then more, then on photos, and the video will be sent to you.
I knew about the door theory. I heard that before, and after I heard it, I've noticed it on like basically every single door just about that I've seen, unless it's like one of those just plain wooden doors or a specially made type door. But for the general population home doors, your door is like that. I guarantee if you look at your door, that's what you're going to see. A cross at the top and an open Bible at the bottom, or open book, whatever Regardless of what you believe in, I think that is a pretty cool theory, to say the least. But I knew about the Monster Energy drink theory as well. I heard about that before. I never drank Monster. I really don't drink any.
Kristen is speaking to her daughter when this happens.
What kind of alien or ET are you?
A blue avian.
When do they come visit you?
Like at probably like 3 in the morning, I think.
Oh, do you go anywhere?
Yes, I go to really important places.
What do you do on your planet? What's your job?
My job is to just like get all the stuff ready, and if people are pooping on the planet, that's my job to help them. And sometimes I have to go in our office and get the tools to just a different kind of surgery. It's not like where you cut them open. It's like a different kind of surgery, just where you look through their skin to see like this, but you don't cut them open at all, and you don't even use any tools. You just look around their skin, because our skin is like bluish clearish, so yeah.
Curious, Kristen decides to look up these blue avians, and what she finds is quite shocking. Various depictions of these blue avians can be found online, as well as hundreds of accounts from other individuals who've had very similar dreams. If you look closely at the video, you can see a soft glow around her daughter. After uploading, thousands of users flooded the comments, saying that they too have had similar experiences, and they truly believe what the little girl is saying. What do you believe?
It's like a different kind of surgery, just where you don't cut them open at all, and you don't even use any tools. You just look around their skin, because our skin is like bluish clearish, so yeah.
Called the glitter conspiracy. So there's this main glitter manufacturing, it's called Glitter X.
Glitter X.
And one guy from the New York Times went, it was like weirdly top secret. He was talking to one of the higher ups. Yeah,
because there's a shortage.
Yeah, so
that's the biggest thing.
There's a shortage in the world.
He started talking to him just because he's like, okay, so there's a shortage. What's happening? Who's your bit? Like, he's just asking questions.
Yeah. And so he asked if he can get a tour of the place. And the guy's like, absolutely not. He said you can't even be in a room next to it and hear how it's being made.
What? What about the sound of it being made would
Don't know.
ruin
What if it's
the
just
secret?
aliens?
I need you to make this glitter now.
But there's one company, she said, that is the biggest buyer of all glitter. And he says, what is it? And she said, it's like, I can't tell you that. He said, if I looked at it, would I know it's glitter? Talking about the product that they use this glitter in, the main buyer of glitter. And she said, no, not really. They don't want anyone to know that it is glitter.
Did you ever hear about the Grand Canyon theory?
No.
So the Grand Canyon, one of the world's wonders. There's a theory that the Grand Canyon holds something that none of us knew was there. So back in the 1850s, right? Yeah. The Grand Canyon was used to mine gold. When people started mining it, the gold index crashed because they found so much gold there. Okay. Now what happened was the government and the military, they closed it off and they made it a sanctuary so that nobody can just go there and then take whatever they want. There was this one guy, his name was Seth Tanner, and he was an explorer. He explored this one cave and he claims what he saw was ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics in one of the caves.
Oh, what did it say?
The Grand Canyon, it actually holds the lost city of El Dorado.
What?
Like, you know, the lost gold city of El Dorado.
Yeah, the whole city.
The whole city. So if you think about it, it's never found. That ancient tale that all of the natives talk about, the lost city, and the reason the government and the world is trying to keep it a secret is because it would crash the gold price.
Those sneaky, greedy bastards. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised, honey. Would you go explore? They probably taking heads off if you try to do that. I believe it. Shoot. The lost city of El Dorado, city of gold, inside the Grand Canyon. You never know. But they also said that you can get to Africa from the Grand Canyon. And they also said that Grand Canyon is a portal to different dimensions. So who knows? Who freaking knows? But what kind of meat was that coming out of the dump truck? What the F was that? Definitely looked like human meat. Looked like thighs and like arms and ribs and like just all kinds of thickness. Like, ugh, what the hell? And who was they feeding it to? What was you collecting it for? Like, what was that and what was it for? Who was it for? Make it make sense, please. And then Lil Baby said she was a blue alien. Y'all believe her little story? Do you feel that she was telling the truth or was she coached for entertainment purposes and to go viral? I don't know. Regardless, she's a good tiny little storyteller, regardless of the fact. You never know. But we you know, who knows? And then other people saying they came out and, you know, they experienced the same thing. So you never know. There are many types of aliens, okay? And I'm gonna just leave that there. But what is glitter? What is glitter? What is glitter? What is glitter? Because I love glitter. I love it. So what is it? Because I love it like a lot. I really do. I love shiny, sparkly stuff and like furry stuff and just girly stuff. Like, I'm a girl's girl, okay? What's glitter? Next video. What's glitter? For real, what's glitter? Next video.
I'm telling y'all, they always hide the truth in plain sight.
Sure is. Make a deal with me, kid. You can have the car and everything that goes along with it. So what do you say?
Two things. That's a Freemason sign ring. And, wait a minute, that's obviously the devil.
What scientists just discovered at the Grand Canyon terrifies the whole world. This isn't some conspiracy theory or tall tale, but a bone-chilling truth that will make your blood run cold.
Why did God create Satan even though he can see the future? Because you know how God can see all things, right? So the debate was, why would he create Lucifer even though he knows all of the angels
makes no sense,
would blah, 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 right? Now check this out. All of God's angels, the main angels are who? Gabriel, Daniel, Raphael, right? All of these angels, they end in what? L. Okay. Lucifer ends in what? L? It's not an L. R. Lucifer. Lucifer is the only one that fell. You know, check this out, fam. So the theory is he created because as a choice. So I know you're gonna fail, but let's just see if you prove me wrong type of thing.
Oh.
Because it's just free will. It's literally just free will. It's like you being a father to a son and letting him choose by himself if he's gonna be doing good or bad.
Yeah.
Because you gave him that choice of being free.
The option. Now, because do you think God, he forces like a root on us, but like even though there's another root, he doesn't play God? You know what I mean?
No. I think everybody has a root and everybody's meant to do something, but at the end of the day, there's many.
He's not gonna butt in and put you on that route, but you're gonna have to make the
exactly.
Because two paths may just lead into one destination.
Yeah.
Here's some weird-ass conspiracy theories that I fully believe in as someone who used to watch every single Shane Dawson conspiracy theory video growing up. Number one is that our phones are constantly listening to and watching us at all times. I feel like we've all had that experience where we'll talk about something that we've literally never talked about, and then 5 minutes later an ad pops up on our phone about it, which is just, it's not a coincidence. And at the same time, Shane Dawson did just make a video basically about how our phone is kind of constantly watching us, and proved this is that aliens are 1000% real, and if you don't believe that and think that we are the only things that have ever existed in the entire universe, you are just so ignorant. I think, like, I'm not saying that they're green little aliens walking around, but there's 1000% other life. And number 5 is that I 1000% believe in some sort of like higher society that is low-key running the world. I'm not saying it's the Illuminati or something like that, but something of the sort where people with power and money are 1000% controlling like our government and the world. I think that recently I've just been shown that money can get you anything in this world. You can grease the palms of pretty much anyone nowadays, and to think that there are not people with power and money that are low-key running everything going on, I feel like it's crazy.
I like her theories, and I agree 100% with each and every single one of them. Definitely do. And making a deal with the D-man and receiving whatever you want for exchanging your soul, hell to the no. It's not worth it. I don't understand what makes somebody agree to that. Like, do they even have a soul to give off of in the first place? Like, how could you really agree to that? But anyway, and then look, there was a whole nother Grand Canyon video. Now this one got a cave in it off the side of the wall, honey. Who live in there? What's going on in there? What kind of tunnel was it? Who made it? Is it man-made? We don't know. But like I said, Grand Canyon, well, I haven't said it, I'm about to say it. Grand Canyon is probably the second biggest mystery to mankind, and pyramids is the first. Or they could be neck and neck. They're both one of the biggest mysteries to mankind. Next video.
Color blue was never written down.
Weird.
In like all this, like blue was never a word.
Weird.
They didn't have a word for that color?
No.
Okay.
When they would describe like the ocean and stuff like that, they would describe it as like green. What? And yeah. And so the theory is, if you can't connect a word with a color, can you not see that color? Because your brain, and so they did an experiment.
That's crazy.
They did an experiment in this tribe in somewhere in Africa. It was like the Bush people, and they also have never heard the word blue. And so they gave this graph, and it's this graph of like 12 squares, and they're all green, right? And then there's one that's like a bluish green, very different. Like all of us would be like, oh yeah, that one's different. And they had these people look at it, and they were staring at it, and it took them so long to figure out which color was different because they don't know what to look for in the blue. They're like, find the one that's different. It was weird.
Yeah.
And then they showed
Rihanna made a horrible mistake at her halftime show by reinforcing the crazy conspiracy theory that the Super Bowl is actually a live satanic ritual hosted by the elites to show off their power and influence to the peasants watching. And that every year the performer must flash the crowd a demonic or evil symbol of the Illuminati if they want to perform. Beyonce put up the same exact symbol to the crowd at her Super Bowl halftime show and was all over the news the next day for it.
Conspiracy theorists believe that Beyonce signaled that she's part of a secret society bent on world domination.
Some claim that's just the Rock Nation symbol, but why would other celebrities who aren't affiliated with Rock Nation at all flash it? Stop making excuses for them! At Justin Timberlake's 2018 show, he had a giant silhouette of Satan laughing at the crowd with his tail. They played it off like a guy playing the guitar. At Madonna's 2012 show, she was moving her body to show symbolism and wearing the Illuminati owl crown on her head. This was insane. J-Lo's costume was showing this evil satanic goat, and she was showing the horns with her head too. Look at her costume though. You can't tell me those are 2 eyes and a nose and then antlers going up. The Weeknd's dancers are literally wearing such similar outfits to the exact same ones they would do in a satanic ritual. You can't tell me that whole thing didn't look demonic as hell. Literally. Before I show you the craziest part, make sure you follow so you finally know the craziest conspiracy theories about each of these celebrities and be in the know and request who you want to see next. Have you ever wondered why the Super Bowl is even called the Super Bowl? Because if you just move over the B, it actually spells superb owl, which is the... Seriously though, the same exact demonic owl that Madonna was wearing on her head and one of the main species of animals that symbolizes satanic worship.
Do y'all remember how creepy Justin Bieber's Yummy video was? Let's start off with the promotion for the song. Justin had uploaded over a dozen pictures of babies onto his Instagram page with the hashtag Yummy underneath. In the music video, you can see Justin eating at a table enjoying food with a bunch of the elite or rich people. He's enjoying a sandwich until gross food starts coming out. Then he's no longer eating, but all the rich people at the table are still eating the gross food, still participating in the gross acts. And towards the end of the music video, you see a plate with a baby Justin Bieber on it, and it says Yummy. During the filming of the music video, Justin Bieber had a panic attack and had to stop filming for a while. And when asked by Ellen what Yummy meant, this is what Justin had to say.
What were you thinking of when you wrote that Yummy?
Yeah, my sex life.
Okay.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
I'm married, you know?
Yeah, so you got that Yummy.
That's what it is, you know?
Yep, Yummy.
Woo! Is it getting hot in here? Yeah, it was about his sex life. And then y'all find it weird how he was sipping tea in front of Ellen and got a little nervous. Y'all tell me what you think Yummy was really all about.
Let me just come to my house and come and stay. Would you like to come and stay?
And make sure to hit that follow button because part 2, I dive in deeper to what I think it's about. And things get weird.
Yeah, honey, that Yummy video was deep as hell for real. It was deep, it was sad, it had a whole hell of a lot of subliminals in it. It was basically talking about Pizzagate. And he was basically sipping his tea in front of Ellen because she's a part of it. Like, anyway. And I heard that before about the color blue and how it wasn't originally a color. But them not knowing the difference, like seeing an actual difference, that to me sounds like they were colorblind. I don't know. That sounds like that, like as a whole society, they were colorblind. Cause like that's like, I don't know what they didn't know how to explain that they see something different, maybe, but to say that they did not see anything different, yeah, they had to have been colorblind. That's just my opinion. But next video.
You're telling me Kobe and Michael Jackson are still alive?
Joe, I've seen them. Last July, I decided to try to break the world record time for a solo sail across the Pacific Ocean. After spending 10 years in the Navy, I had become an incredibly strong sailor. With my world-class discipline and toughness, I knew I could break the record with ease. I embarked on my journey in San Francisco, with my sights set on making it to Wakayama, Japan in 15 days. The first 3 days of my trip went very smoothly. I had perfect weather and was well on pace to break the record. But that all changed on my fourth night when I was awakened by booms of thunder and pounds of rain. Monstrous waves caused me to lose control of the sailboat, and I was yanked off course. After hours of being hopelessly carried away by the sea, my sailboat violently crashed upon the shore of some island. Grateful to be finally safe, I laid down and went to sleep on the beach. When I woke up, I ventured a bit around the island and eventually saw something that dumbfounded me. In a clearing of the forest was what appeared to be a Hollywood-level TV set, decked with massive cameras, lighting, and other equipment. I couldn't believe my eyes. The island wasn't abandoned after all. I kept pushing forward to see what else I could discover until I reached another clearing. What I saw then was even more astonishing. In the clearing was a massive 4-story mansion that overlooked the ocean. Outside the mansion was a basketball court surrounded by a camera crew filming. In the center of the court was Kobe Bryant playing a game of pickup basketball with Michael Jackson, Tupac, Chadwick Boseman, and other celebrities who were allegedly dead. I couldn't believe my eyes. I stuck around for the next 45 minutes to get a sense of what was happening here. After overhearing all of their conversations, it was clear to me that the allegedly dead celebrities were being filmed as part of a new reality TV series. Apparently, these celebrities had grown tired of fame and staged their deaths so they could live in peace for the remainder of their lives. Well, Disney got wind of this and offered the celebs big money to put a reality show on ABC about their new lives on the island. One of the cameramen mentioned that the trailer will be released to the masses in December 2024. Well, fearing what would happen if I was spotted, I returned to my sailboat and headed right back to the U.S. I couldn't stop thinking about what I saw during my entire journey back. I'm hoping we will at least get some new Tupac and MJ music out of all of this.
Poisoning you. So you know those drumstick ice cream cones? So people are finding that the ice cream is not real ice cream. And to prove this, they buy these ice cream cones and then they leave it outside of the freezer for like 24 hours. And after 24 hours, they try to see if it melts or not. Like, look at this video. They left it out for 24 hours and it's not melted. It looks like mashed potatoes, but it's not like liquid ice cream melted. So they left it out in room temperature for 24 hours and shockingly it didn't melt. And that's what we're eating. So if you look at the box drumsticks, like the packaging, right, nowhere on the packaging does it say that it's ice cream, because legally by the USDA they cannot say it's ice cream unless in the product they have like 10% milk fat. Drumsticks do not have that, so legally they cannot say it's ice cream, right? And look at the box. On the box it's so small where they put it, it only says 4 frozen dairy dessert cones, and they only put it super small at the bottom of the box. So since it says frozen dessert cones, that usually means it's made with like oils. There's like some milk fat, right? But there's not enough to call it ice cream, and that's why drumsticks don't melt.
I am right now actually Nicole Brown Simpson, that I wasn't actually murdered, that somehow Hollywood staged this or did something to make it look like I had died, and then I came back as journalist Megyn Kelly, and I guess also decided to make myself a public figure. I didn't decide to lead this quiet life, you know, having gotten away with this ruse. I decided to go back on the air under the name Megyn Kelly. I am right now actually Nicole Brown Simpson.
First of all, that was AI speaking. I do not for 1 minute believe that Megyn Kelly is Nicole Simpson. Not one bit. Not one little inkling of a smidget salt crumb. Nothing. Okay? At all. What do you think? Let me know what you think, because I don't think so. But the first video, that man is tripping, like tripping. First of all, you can tell the ninja is clearly reading a story. Like, he was not saying something from experience. That was him reading a story. And then that was actually kind of disrespectful, if you ask me, to the people's names that he mentioned. Like, that was weird. Like, for what? And then even if Michael Jackson and Tupac are alive, they too damn old to be trying to play basketball with Kobe and Chad. Nah, hell to the no. But anyway, and I really hope that y'all are still not eating processed foods. I really hope that you are not feeding that to your baby, Soul Tribe. Like, please stop eating some processed foods. Please, please, please stop feeding that stuff to your children, honey. Just cook a meal. Like, prep the meal if you can. YouTube affordable, quick family dinners. Like, and you will find all kinds of things that you can make instead of popping something in the microwave or popping something in the air fryer. It has been proven this year, I believe, or last year, but I believe this year, that air fryers are causing autism in very young children. It's fine for adults because we are already developed, but for little kids whose brains are still developing, it has been proven that air fryers are causing autism. So just think about that. If you can, just cook for your family. Make it happen. Some way, somehow. Like, I can't even get it out. That's how, like, it just bought, like, ooh, child. But I know it gets hard. Times gets hard, but you're poisoning your kids and you're killing them slowly, basically. And fucking with and messing with their mental development, physical development, like their intestinal development, gastrointestinal, like everything, okay? But anyway, we almost done, y'all. Next video.
All right, watch this. You're not gonna believe this. I couldn't believe it. Here we go. It's like 80 degrees yesterday, and now it's snow. But I'll still be able to show you. All right. Turning. Car just pulls out in front of me randomly, no reason. Turning again. Up here, see this sign? No left turn here. So you have to go right. And right across the street, there's property for sale. But go here, there's a turn lane. So I have to switch over to here and go straight. Windshield wipers again. It's right up here. Here we go. Alright. Now, just past this, see what's, this place sells lawnmowers and chainsaws and whatever. But, come down this road, I'm gonna go right up here on the right. See this yellow sign up here? Where there's cars pulling out? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna turn right there. And there's a little sign on the corner. Let everybody know, but there's all these cars. And I'm gonna pull out here into the gravel. I pull off this way, that way I can back into the parking spot. That way I don't have to pull in. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna back in right here. And now I'm officially in the parking spot. So I'm gonna, whoa, that car was moving. I thought it was me. So I'm gonna put my truck in park. Windshield wiper is still on. But see this car going in front of me right there? It's going out on the road. It's going back the direction that I came from. But I'm gonna shut my truck off. And now let me grab my phone. And I'm going to end this video because I'm done.
Hey queens, tired of feeling stuck and overworked? Check out the video on my website and see if digital marketing may be your way out. Hope to hear from you soon. Absolutely no idea what that was or why we just watched it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I apologize. Yeah, but guess what? You made it to the end of another video. Thank you for being here with me, Soul Tribe. I love you. I appreciate you so freaking much. Y'all are my Soul Tribe, and the tribe is with the Y because the Y is for you, because y'all for you. And I love y'all so much, for real. I appreciate you. And you already know what you can do with it, honey. And I realize I haven't been saying that in the last couple of videos. Like, what's going on? But like, comment, subscribe, and share, baby. Share. You can share with who? Your mama, your sister, your daddy, your auntie, your niece, your nephew, your cousin, your brother, your stepdaddy, your stepmama, your granny, your granddaddy, your bestie, and your enemy. Because anybody can get it, okay? Thank y'all for being with me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. Let me know where you're from, what your area code is, and what your next destination is. If you made it to the end of this video, I'm out. Ashe.
With your favorite booty, you lie down when you're egging. Over my third eyes.